I am who you say I am. 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 I am who you say I am.
What's up? What's up? Good, Erica. That was good. She's on the side of righteousness. Righteousness and holiness. I'm waiting to get on. Boy. Good seeing you, man. Nickel, I love that man. What's up, Anchor Lord? I always did love the name Nickel. J3, love you, man. Yo, Linda. Can I tell us how we got to this thing? Right.
Okay. We have so many points.
So
like a star.
So, yeah, Russell Wilson is not him. Let me tell you something you got to learn right quick. Talking about the football game today. Russell Wilson, Sierra, that's her husband, right?
Yeah.
Sierra's a good-looking couple. Good-looking couple, yeah. Man. Good-looking couple.
Power couple.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Understand this, Erica. What'd you say, baby?
Black love.
Black love. Ain't nothing like it, baby. Yeah. Ain't nothing like you got it right here, too. Black love right here. In a real way. In a real way. We black and we love. So you can love, we are love. I'm not going to be messy tonight.
Oh, you got your poet hat on tonight.
I am poetic.
I know you are.
I really
I mean, you're Italian. Come on.
Yeah, I really am.
Oui. Oh, that's French.
That's French. Angel, come get her. Hey, Tree.
Hey, Tree.
People quit you long before they leave you. They got people you know in your life. They didn't quit. Mm-hmm. They just haven't left yet.
Oh, goodness.
So the coach, who's Russell Wilson's coach, his mind is already on another job. Mm-hmm. He wants to go to a church. He wants to go. He wants to go to a job. He wants to go to a job where he's in full control. So he can't maximize where he is at the moment. The play calling was terrible. The only reason they were halfway in the game was because of the quarterback. But the quarterback got to listen to the head coach most of the time. So, yeah, so the coach is gone. He's gone already. So he's not living in the now, not living in the present. Bambi, we're praying for you. Not living in the now, living in the present, so he's not able to maximize what he's doing right now. So Russell Wilson did look bad, but he was only doing as he was assigned. Wow. And the coach is gone. He's gone. Wow. So you have an uncle named Donald Floyd. You know I know Donald Floyd. Yeah, you know I know the Floyd family now. So I just married some Floyds. Oh my God, that's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. He said I still use that. You have married my people because I saw him today at the homegoing celebration of Jamaica. Man, shout out to John Alfred, Risha Alfred.
Yes.
I grabbed him at the end. I told him thank you. I told him thank you. Anybody that teach you something, tell them thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. When somebody teaches you something, tell them thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the way they have publicly handled this awful tragedy has been just remarkable. John did the eulogy today, right? The eulogy. See, we need to change that whole idea about the eulogy, because the word eulogy means to speak well of, right? The greater majority of the people that's on this line right now, I can do their eulogy because I know them, right? And I can talk about Miguel. I can do Miguel's eulogy, right? But most times when they bring a preacher in, they title the eulogy, but the truth of the matter is what the preacher's doing is giving them maybe a word of encouragement, a message, or a sermon, right? Especially because the people, sometimes you bury people you don't know. So your focus really has to be on how you encourage the family. But when you have somebody that not only can encourage the family, but know the person, that person should do the eulogy, right? John did the eulogy today, and it was incredible. All he did was introduce us to his son. It was great, man. From that perspective, they did it so well. Oh man. Hold up. That's you, John? Just J3 is you? That's John Alfred? You got to tell me that now.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't know that was you.
Yeah. Praying for you, son.
Praying for your son. But I'll tell you one thing, boy.
Continuously.
Huh?
Continuously.
Yeah. Forever. What we told them is, like at a funeral or right when it happens, you flooded with family members and phone calls. But after that, people start matriculating back to their life again.
Yeah.
They start matriculating back to their life again. And so sometimes you left there, feeling alone or by yourself. So it's after the funeral. The funeral, homegoing celebration, great repast. You get to see your cousins you ain't seen in 10 years. But it's a month after, it's 3 weeks after. That's when we make sure we love on them. But well done, y'all represent the kingdom of God very well. And we ain't gonna finish until Jameer has justice. We ain't finished. We ain't gonna finish till they got justice. We praying for y'all. So Pastor Fran yesterday was talking about my routines, right? My various idiosyncratic behavior. And we were jamming on the way in here. People ask us how we get ready for messages and all that. We just go in. If you said it, you're a man of your word. So we was caught up in that vibe. That's sometimes we were going in. Huh? Oh man, we're just singing loud as we can. And but a part of my routine is right before I come on, I go take this cold shower and all of that. But I got caught up. All right. But I was battling in my mind. I said, if I go out there and don't take that cold shower, I just don't think I'm gonna feel right.
Because of routines. Oh my God,
I got so many obsessive behaviors. I need prayer. I said, so I'm on the way out to come on over. We can sit down, meditate, like we always do. Take a moment of quiet, silence, and come down, center ourselves, whatever. Let's go have a good show. All right, and all of that, right? But I got halfway out there. I got halfway out here and say, I got to take my shower. Oh, I need prayer.
You got a system in your head.
Yeah. I say, I'm breaking. I don't need that. I'm clean.
You're like a cuckoo clock.
I said, I'm clean.
You're like a cuckoo clock.
But if I'd have sat down here, I said, I don't know. So when we came out, we were right on time, right on the edge, right? Cuckoos with cuckoo clocks.
You got to stop that.
Bam. So we got here.
Here's the thing. You're 55.
Man.
Are we stuck?
I need prayer. But
I need something to shatter the clock. You got to break something. Ooh, no, destroy.
Ooh, God. But you know.
But I still love you, though.
And I appreciate that. But you also know people you love and all that. They got the same thing. Kobe Bryant. Oh. You like Kobe?
Yeah.
Steph Curry. They got that same, that's that thing, okay? So we run out, we sit down, and we get ready to get on, and shout out to Erica, all right? Shout out to Erica Garner, who just a great help, a great support, and will literally do anything you ask her, and she will learn it.
She certainly will. She
will learn.
will.
This is what I like about people. You give them an off assignment. They say, okay, you give me an off assignment. I might not can do it now.
Define off assignment.
Something that you're not necessarily feel like you called to, something you've never done before, something that you don't even have, may not even have any interest in. Right? And when you're given that type, I'll be given many assignments like that.
Yeah.
Bishop Molly is like, yes, sir.
Yeah. She's that kind.
No problem.
She's
and then go figure out how to do it.
Yeah. No. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Before you get all worked up, she'll say very calmly, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Because she knows she's going to work to make it all right.
And they got people like that. They got people like that. Angelica's like that. John is like that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Miguel.
Poole is like that. A lot of people on this line, we know it like that. You give them something, they just going to say, yes, sir.
Even Mac the preacher at her age.
Boom. 12 years old. We have Mac the preacher come on. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That, you know, when your leader asks you to do something that's outside of the realm of what you feel like you know and called to, that builds a little anxiety. Be like,
yeah.
You got to go pray, right?
Yeah.
So we get ready to go on, and shout out to Erica. And before we go out, she give us the little once over, right? Make sure we all straight. And she said, Bishop, you got something in your eye. Well, it was soap, and you know I still had the soap because I do the whole thing, right? That's the whole thing, right? And it's
a whole system.
It's a
system inside of a system.
It is. Taking a shower, you know, you got to get in, go cold 1 minute, and then when it get about 55 seconds, it take 5 seconds for the water to warm up. So you do 55. And I'm counting the whole time I'm in there. I know.
It's okay.
I know.
It's okay.
And so when I went, Pastor Fran.
Now I know why your showers are so quick. Because you're freezing.
No. See, it's not that my showers are quick. Your showers are See, I didn't start taking cold showers just because it's good for your health and all those type of things. I started taking cold showers because by the time I got in the shower, all the hot water was gone. I don't know how that happened. But by the time I get in the shower, so I just had to go in and figure out, okay, I said, let me go figure out what's on. Once I found out how good it is for you, so I stayed with it. But you trained me into it. Thank you.
Oh, I did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I run to the back and I said, you want to go by yourself? No. But I came out and she was on. How you got on by yourself?
Madam.
Nah,
gave the point.
Because she said it's 7:30. Then when you get that right there, you got to be ready to go on live. It's 7, whether he's there or not.
Johnny Carson's show.
Right. And boom, and she's on, and I wasn't here, right? My showers are very, very long too, Pastor Fran.
Yeah. It's more than a shower for me. It's a sanctuary.
You show my school. It's a sanctuary. Okay.
It's a meeting place.
It's a meeting place, all right.
Another meeting place.
So I ran to the back to grab a towel because I normally have my towel right here, which is another thing. I'm like, why my towel in here? Okay. But she's been washing clothes all day, so all my stuff that I have in place, you know. So my towel wasn't there, so I ran to the back, and I just knew I wanted a black towel. I had that tan one up here. I never did like that, you know. I like black. And I picked up a towel that got your name on it. Hold on. And I ran back and I said, "Oh, that's so nice, just a towel." Then I said, "No, I have to go get mine." But it's got to be a certain one, right?
Because it's system.
It's got to be a certain towel, right? No, hold on, not yet.
Oh my God! So I am going to sleep on the floor tonight.
The mind is so powerful. And so fast and so quick. My mind, by the time I got the towel and went back and got this one, I'm ready to walk in there. The mind did this right fast. I wonder how long, first of all, where this came from. Why church folks start doing this?
Who started monogramming towels?
Well,
who initiated it? No. You
no.
got to go back to the lap scarf, to the big lap scarves that women used to wear with the ruffles all around, almost like a bed pillowcase, like a flat sheet.
You killed that whole idea when we got to Great Annie. That's one of the first things that we buried. That you buried that.
I can't. I won't.
Huh?
Yeah. No, you cannot judge people based upon their clothes and covering them up and all
making
that.
them feel all embarrassed.
How will anybody ever meet God? Everybody is not at the same level.
Right.
Everybody's not at the same level. And just because your skirt is a little short doesn't mean I get the right to embarrass you or make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You didn't come here to, be flirtatious. You came here looking for God.
Right.
Somebody told you this was the place where you could find God, and you wore the only thing you had. And as soon as you get in there, somebody throwing something on you.
Right.
I was never with that. That's judgmental, and I didn't like it.
Right.
I didn't like it.
So we changed it.
We changed it. We changed it to love.
Changed it to love.
To love them all.
Like when one of my friends came to church that I've been knowing since grade school, right? And I went off to be a preacher. My friend went off to be a dancer. Right?
Yeah.
That's our friend.
Yeah.
Okay, our friend. Yeah. And so one day our friend called us and said, Lester, if she had not been Lester, I want to go to church. I said, okay, what time you want to go? I think we had 3 or 4 services that time, whatever it was. And I was between services. We all working, so we sent somebody to go get her. The only problem was we sent one of the guys.
She wore her work clothes.
Nikki wore
her work clothes.
Work clothes.
Yeah, she wore work clothes.
And the church people lost their mind and started covering her up and all that. Pastor Fran was like, let her come sit right here.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Let her come sit right here. I was up teaching by that time. Let her come sit right here. But I was beginning to wonder where this came from. Why y'all did this?
Who did it?
You said it started with the lap scarf, but by the time I got on
it probably came as a set. The towel and the scarf.
Right. No, it wasn't no towel. I kind of started the towels.
Well, they used to have ruffles around this too. This is the male version.
Oh.
But the female version had the little ruffles.
You had to have ruffles.
Ciao, bye. No. No.
Ciao, bye.
No, can you imagine wiping your face? I sweat profusely. Wiping my face with ruffles?
Yeah, just wiping all the meat off your face.
No.
Yeah, but when I got
the anointing ain't always cute,
What's that?
The anointing is not always cute.
I want to ask you a question. Because I think you've done this very, very well when it comes to ministry. And I had not seen it done a lot as we were coming up in ministry, because we were in that little transitional time when women kind of started preaching more.
Okay.
And a greater majority of them, not a greater majority, too many of them, from my perspective, preach like a man would.
Yeah. I've
right?
seen it.
Yeah, and not necessarily from even the just it wasn't feminine. And you've been able to merge those two worlds together. How were you able to do that?
I like everything about being a woman. Everything. I like everything about being a woman. I think that when God created woman, he made us extra special. Because when he created us with divine purpose. And so, we are not here as women to compete with men. We are here as women to complement men. So for me.
Whoa. You can't remember that too quickly. Erica, put that on the screen right here on the front. See, catch these little phrases here. These are the things, these are great teaching moments. We are not here
to compete with me,
To compete, we're here to compliment.
to compliment.
I think y'all compliment everything.
Yeah, the Bible says it is not good for
Uh-huh.
man to be alone.
Yeah.
So what does he do? He puts man to sleep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And while he is asleep, he pulls from man woman.
Mhm.
Now, this is God, the creator.
Right.
He could have created anything.
Uh-huh.
He could have pulled from him and created anything, but he created woman.
Mhm.
Okay. What did he create her for? He
Mhm.
said, it is not good for man to be alone.
Mhm.
Man was already given an assignment by
Right.
God.
Work.
Work.
Mhm.
But God understood that in order for him to fulfill his assignment,
Yeah.
he was going to need someone to accompany him,
Yeah.
to assist him,
Mhm.
to enhance him,
Yeah.
to develop him, to
Yeah.
aid him,
Yeah.
to be there for him,
Right.
to encourage him, to build him,
Yeah.
to speak life into him,
Mhm.
to tell him yes when he's heard a million no's, to open doors for him. It is not good for man to be alone. So God made something awesome and he called her woman.
Mm.
So I love everything about being a woman because when God created us, he made us on purpose. I love everything about it. I am not an accident. I am intentional.
I am not an
Oh,
accident.
no. I am intentional. Every woman is intentional.
Mhm.
Mhm. Every woman is intentional.
What do you believe?
Inside of woman
Yes.
lives life. Inside, I carried life inside of me.
Yeah.
I carried life. Only a female can do that.
Carry.
I carried a human being grew inside of me. What a privilege.
Mhm.
What a privilege.
Name then some other ways that you believe that women are, what word did you use earlier? Valuable, unique, special. The word you use, we're made very special. What makes woman so special in your perspective?
Because we make everything we touch better.
Okay.
If
Everything
we touch better. If we understand the purpose of our creation,
Mhm.
we will make everything we touch better. I understand this,
Mhm.
that I am a better number 2 than I am a 1,
Mhm.
because I was created to make you better.
Mhm.
You got me? And
Yeah.
I don't feel any less of a woman. I was created with the intention of making you better.
Yeah.
I add to your life.
You
and
multiply
everything you give
everything.
me.
Everything.
You gave me seed and I gave you children.
Mhm.
You understand? I can do that. You couldn't do that.
No.
You couldn't do that.
No.
That's the awesomeness of woman.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Karen
I'm
said
so
because
glad.
we take a house and make it a home.
You better say it, honey.
Yeah.
We set the temperatures.
What does that mean?
That means that if I am raging, my house is raging. If I'm at peace, then my house is at peace.
Mhm.
Yeah. I set the temperature in my home. If you come into an atmosphere where there is praise and worship,
Mhm.
some woman has been on the wall.
In that kitchen singing and walking around that house praying,
Yeah.
going in her closet,
You better know it.
creating an atmosphere.
You better know it. You better know it because we push things out into the earth. First natural, then spiritual. Yeah. We can push it out into the earth. The prayers of a woman. Yeah. And guess what? I love men. I am, and you can say it.
Yeah,
for me.
yep, yep,
I
yep.
do not bash
No,
men.
no, never
I
did.
celebrate men.
Never did.
Yeah.
Never did. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Even when you had a lot of female preachers, they were either very masculine and not, but then also it became a man bashing meeting
No.
versus a woman uplifting meeting.
No,
Right?
no. We need to know who we are as women. And just because I am developing or looking or acknowledging now who I am as a woman doesn't mean that I have to diminish a man in order to do that.
Yeah.
That's not a good feeling, and that's not a good look.
No, that's a bad look. Period. That's a
Yeah.
bad look. Period. Because a lot of people think it builds them up to talk about somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes them look better
Mhm.
when they talk about somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sweetie. Yeah. So I like being a woman.
And it comes across, you know, I mean,
Mhm.
it comes across.
Mhm.
Because you can still be passionate and have fire
Mhm.
and have all the things that God gave you.
I know the first time I saw Jackie McCullough,
Uh-huh.
absolutely love Jackie McCullough.
Yeah.
And she would come to Women of Excellence Conference every year,
Mhm.
and she was sweating. She would come out and her hair was all beautiful.
Yeah.
And I mean, just nice, tall, you know, dressed in black, everything
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I
yeah.
just thought was wonderful,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And
Simple in the pulpit.
just simple in the pulpit. Open up her mouth, the anointing of God just rushes through
Oof.
the meeting, right?
Yeah, nobody like her.
People healed, saved, and
Nobody
delivered.
like her, and she was contextually exquisite.
Absolutely. But
She
by the
understood
time
the
she
text.
finished, she was drenching wet,
The hair looked like a bush almost.
like a mop, like someone had dumped oil on top of her, and it was just running all down. I said, you know what? If it's good for Jackie, it's good for me, because in the midst of all of the growl,
Right.
laying hands on people, declaring the word of the Lord, and sweating, she was still a lady.
Right.
Yeah.
And after that,
Mhm.
she would come
Ooh.
soaking wet, and all that, do preach all that, bless the
Mhm.
people of God, receiving all that, and then she go to the back and all of that.
Mhm.
All right.
Pull it together.
And she goes to the back. Now we're gonna be back out there fellowshipping and all that.
Mhm.
No, Jackie. When Jackie comes back out,
Oh, yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
she is completely done.
Yeah.
I'm
Completely transformed.
completely transformed. I'm talking about like a hat,
Yeah. Yeah.
fully, totally
Yeah.
dressed to let you know that out there was good. But you know,
Mhm.
yeah, such
Yeah, love
elegance.
that. Just always feminine, you know, and even Pastor D, for that matter,
Always.
just very feminine.
Yeah.
I've had good examples of feminine preachers. Yeah.
And our people have a good example in you.
Thank you, honey. Thank
Good
you.
example.
Thank you.
Classy is the word. That's a good word, Karen Ford.
Mhm. Yeah.
Class. Yeah, to have,
Good word.
huh?
A good word.
Yeah, to have class is a good thing.
Mhm. Who did it?
We still need to answer this question.
Who did it?
Because when the preachers, they used to have like handkerchiefs,
Mhm.
and they were huge. They were like
The lap scarf.
they were like the last scarf.
It was probably the set. It was the set. The his and hers.
His and hers set. And
Yeah.
Jasper was all in throw the big handkerchief, and I would notice. So I started preaching with a handkerchief too. I saw them preaching with a handkerchief. I said, man, he preach handkerchief. I put it on my shoulder too, and
Look at Pastor Poole.
hold my ear and holler. You know what I'm saying? I pull. You know what I'm saying? Pull. You know you have to have a big handkerchief, and I'm getting ready. Pow, pow, pow. And then like 900 pleats be in that mug. And put it up on your shoulder and all that, man. But guess what? When I was preaching with it, it never did soak up no sweat.
No. It was just a sheet.
It's just a bed, like preaching with a bed sheet.
Mhm. And so are you the one? Or should we look for another?
I don't know. I think I'm among the first.
Oh, there it is.
Yes. I got mine.
So you started the towel. You replaced the mail sheet
With the towel.
with the towel.
And I didn't.
And
in the beginning, I had on that mug too.
You just keep
Bishop-
talking because you're investigating now.
Bishop Paul Martin. I had his
And you're
name on it.
slowly finding out that you, sir, are the one.
No. I just kept upgrading it until I got to this.
So you mean you saw this somewhere?
I saw the handkerchief with the name on it. It had Reverend, and like
saw it?
Jess Williams, like his was all the way across the bottom. Like I was like, wow,
Or like a sentence?
yeah, like Reverend
Ah.
Jasper Williams III. It was all like, wow, okay, that's how you do it. Well, I got a towel and I transitioned to the towel.
So there you go. There you go. So ask that question again. Who did it?
Huh?
Who did it, y'all? It was him. He's the one
No,
who started this
fad. So how about
this space towel movement?
when I would go and preach places, I had my towel like this, and this is a good size. People would be asking for it. You know why?
Mhm.
And we get ready to bless y'all
Mhm.
like you have never, ever been blessed before.
Mhm.
And God gave us something that when you sit back and God gives you something, you be like, why didn't I think of this a long time ago?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And see, there's power in agreement, first
Yeah.
of all.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
And the anointing of God is transferable.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It can be transferred.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Paul couldn't get to his people,
Yes, sir, Bishop. Yes, sir, Bishop.
he'd been writing them letters and ministering to them every day.
Yes, sir, Bishop.
Paul wrote a letter every day.
Yes, sir, Bishop. Yes, sir. Mhm.
The letter is now upgraded to online every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Bishop.
Paul said something was missing.
Mhm.
He said there has to be a point of contact
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that lets you know that we in agreement together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the Bible said, look at it. He started pulling handkerchiefs.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Paul made handkerchiefs
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and laid hands on them.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Prayed the prayer of faith.
Kanabashe. Anointed them with oil.
Anointed them with oil.
Mm-hmm.
And distributed them
Yes, sir.
to his people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the testimony started coming back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
People were getting healed,
Yes, sir.
delivered,
Yes,
and
sir.
set free
Yes, sir.
by a point of contact.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
As we are going through our time of fasting and prayer,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to begin to do something to make a point of contact with you,
Yes.
something we can come into agreement with,
Mm-hmm.
something we can say, okay,
Mm-hmm.
they laid hands on this,
Mhm.
because we can't get to you like we want to.
That's right. That's right.
And to a certain degree, we just can't right now.
Yeah.
From two perspectives. One perspective is the mayor just cut the numbers back down to a 1 in our city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. When we see y'all
Mm-hmm.
and we supposed to be 6 feet away and all that, it's hard to keep our hands off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to be waving at you and all that. And
To not make contact.
to not make contact. To not make contact. It'd be so hard.
Contact.
You know, and sometimes you be like, oh, they all right.
Yeah.
But somebody ain't gonna be all right and don't know they're not all right.
Yeah. We want everybody to
We
be
want
all
everybody to
right.
be all right. They say you have to treat people like you have it.
Yeah.
We got somebody right now that we know love on this line right here, right now. Just tested positive, have no symptoms whatsoever,
My God.
but could pass it on to somebody else that it can act crazy in their
My
body.
God,
So we
my
can't
God.
come back together like we should. We need a point of
Yes.
contact.
Mhm.
So during this time of fasting, for your time of clarity,
Mhm.
boy, you're gonna need clarity.
Yeah.
You need clarity when there's a little light. When it's dark, there's no such thing as clarity in the dark.
Right. Right. It's just dark.
It's just darkness.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need light.
Yeah. Yeah.
And based upon the way things are turning out, there's a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Mhm. Yeah.
New administration, new
Yeah.
Congress, understanding the virus, vaccines are rolling, people are being more conscious about their health, taking good care of
Sure,
themselves,
sure,
figuring how we can
sure.
get back together.
Mhm.
So now we're gonna need clarity,
Mhm.
right? Even if it's buried way back in our subconscious mind,
Mhm.
something about this crime brings a little anxiety.
Mhm. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little more
You heightened fear.
heightened, a little more heightened.
Mhm.
You gotta pray, get it so good, so we can be in the right space as the
Mhm.
answer's been released.
Yeah, because it will make you paranoid.
Yeah.
Looking over your shoulder,
Yeah.
wondering where or when something is going to happen. But in this season, this is the time when we have to begin to ask God to dispatch his angels.
Yeah.
Let them have charge over our lives.
Yeah.
In this season is the season when we begin to declare the power of the blood.
Mhm.
Like we did during the resurrection season.
Mhm.
We put the blood on the doorpost
Yeah.
around, and we declared that
We ain't move out. Our ribbon's still on our mailbox.
It's still on our mailbox, and it's probably still on some of your mailboxes.
Keep it on your mailbox.
Don't forget who God is.
Look at this. Teachers come into contact with all these kids at some point. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
We have to also pray and be in agreement, our focus for our capital. They're going to make decisions beginning now in the next 4 years that will affect us the next 20 years.
You better say it.
The Bible declares we must pray for leadership.
Absolutely.
The coach says they're still on the door now.
Yeah. It's a safe place.
It's a safe place. That your house is covered. By the way, you're looking at, this is associate head coach of the UNO Privateers. We've been calling her head coach but when she was not a head coach. So you have to learn how to declare.
Put your mouth on it.
What?
Ooh, put your mouth on it.
What?
Put your mouth on it.
Put your mouth on it.
Put your mouth on it. Say what you want.
Huh?
Say who you are.
Privateer pride.
Yeah.
Man, I should have sent this picture to Erica so she can see it. She sent me a
picture. On it, Bishop.
The announcement has been made official.
Look at that. That's the power of God.
Huh? Yeah. I remember walking through church. There it is right there. Look at it.
It's official.
It's official.
Ooh.
Erica, if I send it to you, can you put
boss,
it up?
Coach.
Let me send this to Erica and see if she can put it up so people can see it.
That's the testimony.
Yeah.
The printed testimony.
Yeah.
I love it.
Erica, I was texting you something one time and didn't get a call back real fast. What's up with Erica? Until one of my bishops called me and said, Bishop, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. What you mean? He said, you sent me a picture of some boy in a football uniform saying he looking good. I said, that's Bishop Eric Garnes. Oh, God.
Gotta get your EGs right.
Yeah. Erica, see we can. Yeah, go Privateers, go coach. That's head coach. Don't we call it just no coach? Head coach.
That's right. Let's go.
Guess what though? Every single 2 weeks, head coach tell a testimony. I'm gonna let head coach tell a testimony. Jessica,
look at that promotion in a pandemic.
Give us some hope tonight. Guess what? And Jessica about to get promoted too, because she about to be promoted to being a mommy.
Yay!
Coach.
Yay! Look, I told you we pushing them out. Come on, women, we pushing it out.
Huh? Head coach. Yeah. Tell them what happens every single 2 weeks. Tell them that. Tell them. Look, Dr. Skip says she a UNO alumni. We got any more UNO alumni?
I think Samantha.
Same with the UNO, you all right now?
I think Sam did.
Yeah. Woo-hoo, Eric. All right, Jess. All right.
So sweet, Jessica.
Ooh, she's sweet as she can. Anointed of God.
Can you imagine a baby?
Oh, a baby.
Listen to those tunes
all the time. Yeah.
Mommy tunes.
But guess what? Joy can sing because you sung to her all the time.
I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah. My mom was in the choir. My mama almost had me in the choir stand.
When I had Joy took my voice with her.
She took the rest.
Yeah, when she put it out, she went.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's 2 rooms. Every 2 weeks.
It's the secret. Okay, put it up for us. Let's take a look at this. Here it is. Ah! Y'all shout out.
Congratulations.
Head coach. Yeah.
I love it.
Ain't that nice?
I love it.
Oh,
good news.
Every 2 weeks, Taruma, she's a seed sower. She's a giver. Let's prepare to give now, everybody. Prepare to give now. Good time to give. I don't even know I was supposed to show it, but I just told all your business.
Who? Coach?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad for you, though. Michonne Copeland, our next representative of our district, spent a little time at Rouse's today.
Okay, Michonne.
Mr. Rouse's.
Do tell.
Mr. Rouse's.
What was that conversation about?
Yeah. He paid for a few people to go on over to Washington, D.C. who ended up storming the Capitol. Mr. Rouse's.
Okay.
Now, on the other side of the equation, we know people that work at Rouse's. So we got to find harmony in that kind of polarity. But most of the big corporations, by the way, most of the big corporations, most of their CEOs, most of them are Trump supporters. Okay, let's just get with that right now.
Bless you, Karen.
Bless you.
Hey,
most
Coach.
of them are Trump supporters.
Bless you, Connie Marie.
Because he made them a whole lot of money while he was in.
Yeah, Mac the preacher, bless you.
All right. So most of them, but the thing that we need to do, especially when it comes, I'm just understanding this myself. We got a lot of black grocers in the city.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get with Michonne and we're gonna go and we're gonna visit them.
They said they were looking empty.
Yeah. This is gonna be a little painful right here for a minute.
Yeah, but I think we're learning how that we have power.
Power.
We can move our money however we choose.
Chick-fil-A, yep. Walmart, Trump supporters.
Yeah.
If you're still a Trump supporter now, you are a murderer. 5 people died in that fiasco. See, this whole 5 people died. Oh, man, but I always put myself, what if this police officer was my father?
Yeah.
Or what if this police officer was a member of our church?
Sure.
He out there working.
Yeah.
Still a Trump supporter now, boy. Yeah. He got to go to hell if he don't spend but a day. Yeah. So we need to figure out where we can build our own people up. Yeah, Coach. Yeah. These are little signs.
Yeah, we have power.
That's the sign. Yeah, that's the sign right there. Yeah.
What's that?
She's sanctified, y'all. She don't understand that kind of hood language, hood code language. She's sanctified. She was born and raised in Avondale and all of that. Like Avondale is all hood. She can fight now. She can throw them hands up. Cause she everyone has rules to follow. Oh yeah. But I tell you what, boy. I tell you what. At the end of the day, and because at the end of the day, we're still Americans, right? We still Americans at the end of the day. We can't all ship back and going back through Africa. You know, give God praise that democracy stood.
Yeah.
Democracy won. Because if not, we were on our way to a dictatorship.
Oh, absolutely.
It'd have been totally out of control after that. So democracy won, and whenever there's a change in seasons, you know, you can expect a storm. But like everything else, victory will be ours. My question is, what is there to support that day? It was feared. It was scared. They were scared. See, when people start losing control, when they feel like they're drowning, they'll drown you.
Yeah.
And they lose control, and they realize who they losing control to.
How many days left?
12 days. They're losing control to the black woman. That's
to the black woman.
To the black woman.
Who's here on purpose.
Who's here.
Yeah.
Right?
Who was created.
Right.
With a purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
The black woman who used to be the, hey, come here, gal.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
That one right there. Losing control to her. Yes. One step from being president, and she will be. And won us Georgia. Yeah. Just to give you an idea of what's going on. Thank God for the black woman.
Woo. Hallelujah.
All right, y'all. Tomorrow morning, 9:00. Woo. Let me ask a question. And I'm just going to see. Who knows what it feels like to be under pressure? Tomorrow we're going to start dealing with some of this pressure,
Oh, yeah.
stress,
Mm-hmm.
and how to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We will never just give you a problem without giving you a solution
That's right.
of how to
Yeah.
maneuver
Mm-hmm.
pressurized situations.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to discuss it back at 7:30 again. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's a serious issue.
Ooh, Lord. But guess what?
Mhm.
Who about it?
There is a solution.
There's a solution.
Mhm.
We love y'all. We need a constitution amendment to amend for the Constitution written for the people, not just for the men. That's true. That's true. We getting closer.
Mhm.
We getting closer.
Mhm.
We getting closer, Sarah. Yeah. See, let me tell you how Michelle knows this. She talking about a seed.
Mhm.
Her dad, Sherman.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people couldn't stop him.
Mhm.
The people. That's way back in probably the 70s.
Mhm.
Couldn't stop him.
Wow.
Seed is in her.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Love, live, and inspire. Go out there and get you a towel with your name on.
Oh, child. It's too much. Too much.